Hello everybody, it's Kristen and I am back after a long absence. We moved house and that took quite a long time, just getting ready to move, then the actual moving and kind of getting settled. And I've only recently in the past couple weeks actually started working on journals again. So I wanted to get started off with videos, and today I'm doing a Thrifty Thursday video. This one is a group of books that I got at the used book superstore. I think one of them I got at an antique store, but I think all the rest of them are from the used bookstore within the past month or two. And so I'm just going to go through them one by one and show you what I have. So the first one was this really nice, it's paperback. It's all Christmas poems and stories and songs and stuff like that. But it's illustrated, which is kind of cool. Now this is interesting. I didn't notice this before, but Lord Octopus went to the Christmas fair. That is one that I have never heard of before. How funny. But anyway, most of the stories in here are ones that you would probably know. So I liked the cover itself is really cool, but also I like the illustrations in the inside. I also found this Charlie Brown book. I actually don't have any big plans to make any Halloween journals this year because the ones that I made last year just didn't sell very quickly, and I still have some left. So if you are interested in Halloween journals, I do have some in my shop right now. But I love Charlie Brown, and the holiday movies especially are still special, and I like to watch them every year. So I got that. Then there's this little cutie. It's a little golden book, but it's paper, it's soft cover. And I just thought that the illustrations in here were also very sweet. And like this could be in a winter themed journal. And then of course there are ones that are a little more on the Christmas side, like that. So yeah, I probably will use these just as pages in other journals rather than make a whole journal with something like that. This one also is a soft cover. I liked this illustration quite a lot. And I've never seen this book before. It's an Ideals book. It says 1969. So I didn't know that Ideals made little books like this, but it's got many of the kind of Christmas illustrations that you see in larger format. But this is nice because this is actually, I think this is, yeah. So this is staple bound, which means I can easily take the staples out and then the pages can be used just as they are folded already in a journal. So that's pretty neat. And I do really like these illustrations in here. So I got that. There's also this one, the Sleepy Watchdog. Again, well, this one's actually starting to fall apart. The pages are probably kind of brittle, so I don't know if I would use them as pages, but I just like this kind of illustration. Feels very 60s, 70s-ish. I don't know. Yeah, this is 1966, so it's like my childhood right there. And I did find a few of these Disney books. In this stack I don't, but I have a future video that will have more similar books like this. And I got these because I was thinking, I really like the illustrations in the Bambi books. Don't care for the story, although of course this is not the original story. But I like the illustrations. The old-fashioned Disney books have, I think, in my opinion, better illustrations than the new ones, so that's why I stuck with that. And then here's another, this is a little golden book. This is an old one. Doesn't have a barcode. It has this really cool back, and it was a 25-cent version. So this one has it's nicely patinaed and has these kind of older illustrations that I like a lot. They're not as slick as the new ones. I just don't care for the new ones. This little Pussy Willow book is also of that similar vintage. I didn't look up the year. Let's see if I can find it on here. And that says 1951. It does feel like that is a true age for this. These pages are actually in very good condition. This book almost feels like it was hardly read. I have been saving ephemera for cat journals. Someday I'll get around to that, but I just really love that cover too. So that's a good one. And then the Santa Claus book, I have several copies of this, but I do like this for Christmas journals. Now, I have two of these Ideals Christmas. I think, I'm trying to remember, one of these I got at an antique store, and the other one I got at the used bookstore. I don't remember which one. This one is obviously older though, and you know, these Ideals books are just really good for a variety of Christmas illustrations. There's many different styles of illustration usually. There's usually poems and stories, songs. There's even like a photograph. So there's quite a variety in here. These are really nice, and the page texture is good. It's a matte texture that would be really nice in a journal. So there's that one, and this even has the order form in there. That's kind of nice. I'm not sure where the date, oh, this is probably it. Oh, that says 1960. So that's a pretty old one. That one was really nice. Now this one is definitely newer, and so it's just not as nice as that one. It's got good illustrations, but this is a photo. I've been there during Christmas, so I got to see those ornaments in person. That was pretty cool. So this is just not quite the same, but I still think it'll be useful in some Christmas journals. There's some fun stuff in here. Recipes. Not as many illustrations. It's quite different the way they've changed over the years. And I am not sure the date on this one, but it's definitely newer. This one was pretty cool. This is paperback, and the cover is, you know, it's definitely worn, but it's also got some really cool illustrations. And I don't know how old it is. It's very vintage looking. The pages are a nice creamy patinaed sort of color. And it's really just the story. Even here, it doesn't have the date on there, so I'm not sure how old it is. But it also may just be a reproduction of an old book. But even so, whenever this was printed, I think it's been a while. And then I got this one, A Treasury of Little Golden Books. Disney books because, well, it's falling apart. So I thought I could rescue it from the trash heap. But it's got kind of the nice older illustrations that are done in here, but they're also they're smaller than, for instance, in any little golden book that you would buy, which is handy because then I can use like a whole entire illustration can be a journal card or a tag or whatever. And of course these would still make good pages as well, but it's got kind of all your favorites from the early Disney movies and books. So that's really fun. I actually really like this one. And let me see if I can find a date on this one. This is 1978 was when this one was printed. Of course, the illustrations are older than that. So that was a good find too. And so today's video, that's all I'm going to show you right now, but I am going to film another one because I just went to the used book superstore yesterday and I got some more. So be on the lookout for that. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.